Hi everyone, today on the content we're looking at the words called see finish. For my non-Nigerians out there or non-Africans, it's literally saying taking someone for granted. So digital influencer, I hope you enjoy the content, and I want to say special big thank you to everyone who has been a part of the journey. It means the world to me. See finish in the Nigerian context is simply what we're going to be shedding light on today, and I'm going to be providing a personal solution I use all the time to attack and in most times win a see finish situation. We're going to first of all start by identifying see finish situations, their causes and how to address them. All right? Most of the time, see finish is caused by certain things. It can be one, you love someone unconditionally. Hence, your ability to be as open as possible, to be as vulnerable as possible to the other party, and they take it to their advantage, right? Two, it could be that an individual is desperate for your attention, your care, your love, your money, whatever, but they are in a position of desperation where you as the giver or you as the individual interacting with these people know and can tell that it's very obvious that they are desperate for whatever. Now, the third one is basically an individual who has the upper hand. It could be your boss. It could be someone who has a lot more earthly resources. It could be finance. It could be clout. It could be fame. It could be anything. And you seem to be in a less disadvantageous position. Then these words called see finish come into play. I will always continue to alternate see finish for taking someone for granted, taking the situation for granted, granted. I think we kind of get where I'm going to. If you find yourself in any of these three situations, right? Either because of love, either because the individual is obviously in a much advantageous position than you are, or you're just outright desperate. These are the ways I feel you can resolve these challenges. First of all, you have to establish with this individual a line, right? This invisible line that determines your ability to say no, or your ability to say I can do without this, or this is not me, or life is obviously way better than this situation, or you can either fold into the situation and accept it for what it is. But why am I creating the content today? I'm creating the content because I want you to understand that you should not be in a position where someone takes advantage of you. You know they are taking advantage of you, but you seem to be powerless because either you don't know what to do or you just don't care. But if you're one who's on the personal developmental journey, things like see finish or someone taking advantage of you would not fly. You would not want certain situations or such situations to be presented to you over and over and over and you not do anything about it. This is how I handle see finish, right? I first of all establish the fact that this individual has seen me finish. And it's easy to know. Let's do this, let's show up, let's don't do this, or let's agree to something, or let's meet at a particular time, or let's put our best foot forward, and these things don't happen, and they don't happen repeatedly. It becomes the norm of the day. Then you are in a see finish situation, right? Having established what the see finish situation is, You now draw that line by establishing it, like I said, and you then go headlong into such a situation and address it by this. If you're one in a see-finish situation whereby you have established it, what you then need to do is take some steps backwards, right? What I mean by take some steps backward is to sit down by yourself and appreciate who you are, what values, what benefits, just the whole individual you are in a positive light. Because if you do not value who you truly are, you will continue to find yourself in see-finish situations. And sometimes a lot of these individuals who will see you finish are just insecure. But they twisted it around and you're beginning to think that you're the one who has a problem. But because, like, if you followed my content, your ability to not say no, always you're a yes man, you don't have to push back, you don't have to make certain decisions that will lead to certain consequences, you will always find yourself in a see-finish situation. Now, what have I said now? Establish a see-finish situation. Remedy by taking some steps back. Make your time more appreciated. Make your presence more felt. Make your value double, right? To these individuals who you feel have seen you finish, right? And once you do this, these individuals begin to understand that this guy or this lady or this individual is special. This person has something to offer me. If they were not in my life, or if I didn't have to work with them in the office, my life would be a living hell, or I would have to start from scratch, or I probably wouldn't be where I am today. You make your time more precious. You make your availability more wanted. You make the kind of things you say, the kind of, you're just not everywhere. You're not just lousy about the situation. You're not just someone who's just, yes, she sees me finish, but I don't care. You have to care. You have to let this other party understand that there has been a line drawn and you're going to stick to your side of the line. And once you can establish it, you can take some steps back, you can make your time more valuable, you can make your presence more felt, your value double, then these individuals would either do two things. They either readjust to the situation and make it a more conducive environment for both parties to play in, or they leave. Either which way, trust me, you're going to be a better individual for it. You're going to appreciate yourself more, you're going to see more value in yourself, and you're going to do things that will continue to elevate you and take you to the next level. Remember, guys, a see-finish situation is always caused by the see-finish individual himself, who's being taken advantage by these three individuals I categorized earlier in the content. Your job is to establish, identify, establish, and remedy. All right? So digital influencer, I hope you actually enjoyed this content. I just wanted to just shed light on just, this whole taking people for granted or taking advantage of people, or in the Nigerian context, see-finish. I will see you at the top, and I definitely mean yes, all of you. Let's all be all we can be. Cheers.